Hardware store workers, what is the most "I just committed murder" purchase you've ever seen? Hacksaw. A woman had killed her lover and stuffed the body under the bed until she could dispose it. After she was caught, the police came by to confirm she bought it from us. I work for a call center of a farm-type supplies, and I had a guy call and order some buckets, a tarp, and some like 5 pairs of gloves, and made sure that these were shipped to his office, not home. Not a murder. But a woman once came into Fleet Farm in the middle of the workday in a very nice business suit. I rung up for her a castrator, pliers, and 1 single bag of bands. I asked if she wanted to put it on a farm sheet, and she said it wasn't for farm use. Completed her purchase in cash and walked out. It was not spring, when sheep castrating usually happens, and she was what I would call highly agitated. I watched the newspaper for a while after that. I once bought 4 bottles of bleach and a wire brush with no other items. The checkout lady didn't laugh when I said it was hard to get blood out of tile. Lol. Contractor bags. Hacksaw, shovel, quicklime. I work in Detroit, so we keep them all in the same aisle. A long time ago, my mom worked as a manager at a local Ace hardware store that sold guns and ammo. She had a story of a guy that came in and very urgently wanted to buy a gun and 1 bullet. She refused him. In my spare time, I'm sometimes a stagehand. Recently I had to buy plastic tarps, duct tape, and zip ties for a production. I didn't think about how that would look until the obviously very new cashier was like, that's some collection of items you got there." My hardware store did sell to a serial killer about 20 years ago. He ordered rope and a specifically short amount of chain and wire that was sold by the foot. He later used those to strangle his victims after he was caught. Recipes were found from our store. Police came in, showed the picture, and my boss confirmed he had bought the stuff. I bought a murder kit for my friend's birthday from the dollar store a few years ago. The cashier didn't care at all, but the guy in front of me was looking worried. I swear, this dude bought a shovel, gloves, bleach, and trash bags. I low-key thought he was starting a murder spree. Had a lady once buy a bunch of plastic wrap, duct tape, and bleach. Swore it was for spring cleaning. I bought a shovel, concrete, contractor bags, tarp, bleach, goggles, Tvec suit, gloves. Why I really bought all that. Completing turnover repairs on a rental property. Had to dig around a porch slab and reinforce with additional concrete. The porch was surrounded by a flower bed, so all of the dirt had to be put on the tarp. Trash bags were used to pick up all of the trash left on the property by the previous renters. Bleach was diluted with water and used to kill mold spores in the shower surround. Goggles and Tvec suit were used while operating a paint sprayer to paint the interior of the home. I have made similar purchases to this hundreds of times for home repairs. So far, no FBI agents have come looking for me. You work retail enough you don't even notice. The person could roll through with duct tape, a chair, a large metal wash tub, 2 bags of quickset concrete, and a bag of zip ties, and it wouldn't even slow down the cashier. Except to roll the bag of concrete over to get at the barcode. Not a hardware store but a discount chain. I testified on the validity of video footage of the murderers buying rope, shovel, gloves, and the items to bury the body. These guys used a brand associated only with that chain of stores. Pretty easy to trace the tools back to where they were purchased. When I was 16, some friends and I were buying PVC pipe. A worker, who was a 20-something stoner, asked if we needed help finding anything, and we gave him our list. He chuckled and said, "You're building a potato gun." We claimed we weren't, and he just shook his head and told us we were doing it wrong. He showed us all the parts and told us how to put together our, not potato gun. I hope that dude is thriving, because the potato gun he helped us with literally shot a potato over 2 football field lengths. It was basically a 5-foot-long mortar. About 20 years ago I worked at a Sears that was in one of the last major shopping centers on the way to a very fashionable vacation destination. A well-dressed older guy in a baseball cap came in and filled up his cart with saw blades, hand saws, drill bits, and so many vices. It was all woodworking stuff, but in surprising quantities. Usually the big sales were to young people just starting out in a trade, or recent retirees starting a new hobby. The woodworkers this guy's age tended to have established shops, garages, and would come in for replacement pieces. But this was all brand new. I wanted that commission, so I worked a little extra to help him find stuff. He was pleasant and soft-spoken. When I rang him up and asked for his phone number for the rewards program, he gave me a number with an LA area code. Back then it was more rare for people to have out-of-state numbers, especially among our usual customers. That alone, combined with the purchase, made him stand out. I entered the number and his name popped up on the screen. Wes Craven. Large axe, cheap tarps, bulk box of duct tape, and an air filter. Not hardware, but very related. I was an Instacart driver once upon a time. Kinda first when they came around. I received an order once for heavy-duty contractor garbage bags, bleach, Lysol, and 3 bottles of Dom Perignon. I assumed they had to clean up evidence and then celebrate. I went to Walmart and bought condoms, lube, duct tape, a padlock, bath towels, set of sheets, a cheesecake. I like cheesecake, okay? And some other things, and the cashier said, "I hope you have a wonderful honeymoon." Skull skull skull, I am single. ASF. Duct tape, nylon rope, 2 cinder blocks.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.